What's going on, Jerome's? We are back with the latest and greatest from TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill. What's going down at Vikings OTAs, organized team activities. So much room for activities. Week 3, right before mandatory minicamp, kicking off next week. So up at 1, what's on everyone's mind is the Ihmir Smith-Marsette injury. So he's been in a walking boot, and it's refreshing to have a head coach who actually talks about injuries as opposed to one who just goes, talk to Shug. All right. So he was on a scooter today, which, never want to make fun of anyone's injuries, but I think it's funny when someone like cracks an ankle or has like a tibia injury, and then they're on, they have a cast and they're on that scooter where they have, like the knee up and stuff. It's just weird to me. It's like, hey, that almost makes having an injury look fun. Anyway, but O'Connell didn't elaborate on the type of the injury. He did say it was a lower leg injury. So we basically got the hockey. It's an upper body or lower body injury, but we'll take that. He's going to be out for minicamp next week. O'Connell says that he is hopeful that he's going to be back at training camp. So you got 7, 8 weeks to be able to heal up and ice up, son, and get ready to go there. Number 2, so Za'Darius Smith. So Za'Darius Smith's health is the big question, right? It's the reason why he didn't get a large contract. It's the reason why he didn't get a ton of guaranteed money. It's the reason why he has per game bonuses with the Vikings. It really is a contract that protects him, because Za'Darius Smith, he's a hell of a player, but that back injury, a little bit questionable, even though he did come back last year, played great in the Niners game in the playoffs. But the fact that Kevin O'Connell didn't really elaborate on the injury. He said that he should be back and ready to roll on Friday, so this seems just overly precautionary. And I'm fine with that, because not only is Za'Darius Smith, you're worried about his health, but he's a veteran. He's a veteran who's played in the system or a similar system before. You don't really need to be pushing his buttons and really getting going in early June. All right, so it could be a veteran day. The fact that he'll be back on Friday, or O'Connell says that he's going to be back on Friday in 2 days, makes me feel better about the world. Number 3, so KJ Osborn, also with an injury, and Kevin O'Connell also didn't elaborate there, but he did say it's nothing serious, and they hope to get him back for minicamp next week. So check. Again, this time of year, it's better to be overly cautious with injuries, because it's not like you have a game tomorrow. It ain't anything like that. So I think this is all just precautionary, and it's all good to go there. Number 4, speaking of guys coming back from injury, Irv Smith, looking pretty damn good. Nearly 100%, nearly a full go out there. I think that he has a chance to have a very special season as tight end 1 of the Vikings. Number 5, Burt Wilson sighting, man. So the Vikings, with the Ihmir Smith-Marsette injury, and maybe even to a degree the KJ Osborn injury, getting a veteran wide receiver in here. Now, reportedly, they offered DD first, and then DD's like, I'm going to shop around. Like, on my offseason bingo card, I did not have DD Westbrook playing hardball on there. What I think it probably was, hey, they brought Dede and Burt in, and they're like, hey, whoever takes this league minimum, nothing guaranteed contract first gets it. And then Burt was like, okay. Dede balked. But Burt Wilson is out there. He's wearing number 25, which I don't know. Like, he'll change numbers for sure. But I actually think that Wilson has a chance to at least make the practice squad, maybe even make the roster. I really like his game a lot. I think that he's a great veteran pickup at this time of the season. Sticking it with the wide receivers, Tristan Jackson, the former UDFA who was picked up last season, had some run with the ones. Really intriguing. Now, it's happenstance because ISM is out, as well as KJ Osborn is out today. So Tristan Jackson, BC Johnson were rotating in with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen with the ones. But it's notable. It's notable that Tristan Jackson was the guy getting that work, as opposed to Dan Chisena, as opposed to Blake Prohl, as opposed to Byron Mitchell or rookie Jalen Speedy Naylor, etc. Then lastly, still no Andrew Booth Jr. And again, taking it very easy with some of these injuries, really working guys back in. That's why I'm so optimistic about Irv Smith, and the fact that he's basically a full go means that he is 120%, right? Because they're not going to expose guys to injuries before they have to. So no Andrew Booth Jr. To a degree, it's a mirror image of what happened with Christian Darrisaw last year, where Darrisaw also coming back from a core muscle surgery, and then they eased him back in, and he had a couple of setbacks. So hopefully that won't be so with Andrew Booth Jr. because he's a guy who was never completely healthy at Clemson, and the fact that he played the way that he did at like 85-90%, and just imagine what he can be if and when he gets to be 100% in the National Football League. I think Andrew Booth Jr. has a chance to be a very special player. I think he has a chance to be the steal of day 2, and the Vikings are lucky to have him, but again, don't need to rush him back now. Like, what would be the point? You have him out there at OTAs a full go, and then something happens. Yeah, what have you gained? Yeah, absolutely nothing, man. Talk about practice, man. But that's it. That is the latest Vikings OTAs news and notes. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Must put the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.